can't morph into us, but turn.
Harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Green Bay Packers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now Jackson on first down. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And now it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Now let's go.
Jackson now on second and 10. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Here's Jackson to throw. Airing one deep for Crab. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. And give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team toward.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead from 13 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Over here.
Now Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. On play action, Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Hey, check 26. Look at you.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 59 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Gone! Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Now Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now this time, Rodgers will throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now it's Jackson. Looking deep for Crabtree. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Crabtree the target on that one.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, leads him behind on the spin. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. A give to Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
319. Jump out. Hey, take 26.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And it's 2nd down.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So line of scrimmage still with 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Leopard! Gone!
On second down, here's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for 5. It's third down. On third down, it's Edwards. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to flare up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more.
Over!
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Charles, let's discuss the Green Bay Packers season as they come back out here on offense. It's going to be back-to-back losing seasons in Green Bay. You have to go back to 90-91. That's pre-Brett Favre for the last time that happened. Of course, they let go of their coach in an unpacker-like home loss to Arizona. So an interesting season in Green Bay.
It certainly is, and going into the season, there was plenty of talk about another Super Bowl for Green Bay in the 2018-2019 season. So a major surprise for them. Think about it this way. Green Bay going back-to-back losing seasons. Looks like Denver's headed in this.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. You call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Detroit! Let's go! Gone!
Jackson on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Watching that, Barney!
They'll run forward with Montgomery. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Ty Montgomery taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone, as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 57 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
All right.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Dancing to his left. And the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. He's at the 50. The 30, past the 20, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, 40 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Gun! 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 Leopard! Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they try the right side here. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people.
This is caught inside the 15. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, 51 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, what a move. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Kyle, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Barney! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, and this is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the Ravens taking the field. Now a handoff looking right. And it's a fumble. And this is going to be Packer football. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
319.
Rodgers now throwing again. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It's caught left side by John Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
And it's caught by Crabtree. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now Jackson on 1st down. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Hurry up, here we go!
On 2nd down, Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd down, it's Edwards. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him right where it all started. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Now a toss coming right side. That's Montgomery. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A really good pickup of 28 yards. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Here we go. 58.
They'll look to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Crosby puts it through, and we are all tied here in the final stages. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Throwing now is Jackson. Crabtree has it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 22. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Here's Jackson to throw. Caught left side to Crabtree. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now they try the right side here. Space to run past the 20. And all the way down to the 5. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Rowe. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.